I'm DJ Camo coming to you live on direct on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show every Sunday from high noon to 2 o'clock. Hey, man. Hey, come on in.
DJ Camo.
Mr. Wild. Great to see you, dude.
Rude boy, what go on?
What are you doing
Is
here?
everything Irie?
Yeah, things are great. Good to see you. It's been a while.
Great seeing you. Yeah, I haven't seen you since we were promoting the Stephen Marley event.
True. Except I caught you on stage.
Right.
A few times.
Right.
And so what brings you in, bro? What brings you in? What's going on?
Oh, well, I want to give away some Toasters tickets, and I also want to spin some ska music and talk about my new podcast.
Podcast?
Yes.
You got a podcast?
I do.
What? Tell me about your podcast, Mr. Wild.
So it's called Mr. Pitiful, after the Otis Redding song. But I actually heard the song through the Skeletones originally, which we'll talk about that. But yeah, basically I talk about my background in film, my background in music, and spending like 20 years in the ska and reggae scene and what that was like. Really?
So the podcast, how does the podcast roll? Is it you interviewing somebody? Is it you telling us a story? How does it roll?
It's mainly a story time thing. I think at some point I might start having some guests on, but for now it's just story time.
Cool. That sounds like really fun. Tell me about one of them.
So, for instance, I went to see a ska artist called Eric Monty Morris at some sketchy downtown LA club, if you even want to call it that, and I met the gangster Henry Hill of Goodfellas fame at that show. So, more than one rude boy in the crowd.
Right, I hear that.
That night.
And the Toasters are coming to the Mesa Theater.
Mesa Theater, Thursday night.
Yeah, this coming Thursday.
Yep.
So, how did you discover the Toasters? Tell me a little bit about those guys.
Well, I got mixed up in the third wave scene.
What do you mean? What's third wave?
Third wave ska.
I didn't know you were a surfer.
So more punk rock kind of ska. You gotta. So I originally got hired to work for the Skeletones for a 30-day tour around the U.S. That's all it was ever supposed to be. Knew zero about ska music. But the ska thing, it's had multiple iterations over the years. There was first wave in the 50s and the 60s.
Oh, right.
There was two-tone in the 70s, but in the 80s and 90s was third wave with more of a punk rock band.
Oh, right. When we hear more like English beat and stuff like that.
That's more like two-tone, so we're talking No Doubt, Say Ferris.
Oh, right. All right. Cool. Thanks for educating us on
stuff
ska.
like that. But obviously I got mixed up with a lot of these bands doing shows in Orange County and Inland Empire and to a lesser extent Los Angeles. So yeah, it's a fun time, the third wave ska.
All right, so can you tell me a little bit about some of the ska bands that you like and we can share with our listeners today?
Yeah, sure. So Fishbone was probably one of my number one bands. I remember seeing them on MTV when I was a kid and didn't even know what I was looking at. But I got mixed up with them through working with the Skeletones. So we went like on the 30-day tour. I liked what they were doing. They liked what I was doing. So we started working together. And through those guys, I met, the guys from Fishbone, the guys from the Slackers, the people from the Selecta, from Bad Brains. And the thing that really appealed to me about the scene was just how friendly and inclusive it was. I remember when I worked in heavy metal, it seemed to me like a lot of the people had antipathy towards one another and they would fight and argue and stuff. But I go working for these like ska bands and, oh, your drums are broken, use mine. Oh, your amplifier won't turn on, use mine. I never saw that before.
Well, instead of heavy metal, they're more, if you bear with me, soft brass. Right? A ska band is with all the brass. Instead of heavy metal, soft brass.
Sure.
They're a little more likely to help you out, lend you a piece of equipment, show you how to use something, introduce you to one of their friends. Yeah.
It was a friendlier, more inclusive environment.
Right on. So, what about here?
So let's start us off with some third wave ska.
Okay.
This is a track by the Skeletones called "Your Very Own Paradise."
I'll put this one in here for you. Okay, we're queued up and ready to go here with Skeletones on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show and ska with the Skeletones. And stay tuned because we're going to be giving away some tickets, right, to the show this Thursday. So stay with us. Peace. Wow, that was an awesome song. You know, that ska, it's just such a faster beat. Me being a drummer with the roots, rock reggae and world beat and jazz. The beat of the ska music is just, that's why the dance floor is so crazy. And I am speaking to Mr. Charlie Wild. I'd like to, can you tell us, Charlie, a little bit about your name when you are out DJing live and direct in a club, DJing the ska and stuff? Tell me a little bit how you do that, because it's different, and you go by like 007, something like that. You're a special agent, I understand?
Yes, I go by the name Selecta 007.
What's Selecta?
So Selecta in Soundsystem culture denotes the guy who actually picks the records.
Oh,
right?
Selector, like a selector selecting the songs to play. Like
sure,
that?
but with the Jamaican patois there.
Selecta 007. Okay. So what's the 007? You're a double agent, ska and reggae? Is that how that goes?
People think I'm a cop. And I have kind of that mod, kind of rude boy image. And originally I wanted to spin under the name Ganja Farmer, but I felt that was more of a roots and culture Rasta image and didn't really befit me. So, I wear a lot of suits. I get accused of being a cop all the time, and I love those old...
You do dress sharp. You dress sharp, man.
Oh, thanks, mate.
Look sharp.
Flattery will get you everywhere.
Right.
But, I love those old James Bond films, especially the Sean Connery ones. And so it was important to call myself Selecta because I wanted people to know that I actually select my own tunes, even though I'm just like a one-man sound system.
Right.
And then 007 was more congruent with my image. So there's a lot of old ska and rude boy songs about 007. I think you might have one of those queued up now.
But what's different, now I remember what you're talking about with the 007. In the song here by Desmond Decker, they go by 007.
007.
So I was always listening for, I don't get the 007, but Desmond Decker is singing it 007. And this is what we're talking about. Check it. Live and direct on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show with Selecta 007.
Yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit about that Desmond Decker song and how popular was that and where?
There was a period of time where rude boy culture was like the thing, not only in Kingston, Jamaica, because it was happening there, but during the Windrush, when all the Jamaicans were moving to England and bringing those ska 45s with them, the rude boys were sort of moving up and meeting the mods, and they had kind of a lot in common. So rude boy songs became a big thing, and a lot of those songs were pleas to the rude boys to simmer down, if you will.
Oh, right. Is that where that term comes from then, huh?
Well, I think it's a Jamaican term in general, but...
like chill out?
Exactly. Sataman, right. Sit down, simmer down.
Sure. All right.
Don't vex.
And who originally did that?
Are you talking simmer down?
Yeah.
Yeah, so interesting thing on that, I got into an argument with a friend of mine years ago who actually invented ska, and he said Bob Marley did, because Bob was a rude boy and wore a suit and all them thing, and I said the Skatalites invented ska, and he said, well, look at Simmer Down, that's like Bob Marley, that's one of the first songs. And I said, yeah, but the Skatalites were the house band for Channel 1 Studios and actually played on Simmer Down, so...
Oh, there we go. Hey, let's play that song.
So I guess we were both right.
So when you talked about them wearing suits, the Bob Marley and Peter Tosh and Bunny Wailer they would dress in like black jackets, white shirt, black ties, really nice shoes. They had cropped hair, looking sharp, black sunglasses, and they would do like doo-wop songs on the corners in Kingston or go to a little more upbeat neighborhoods. Do you know anything about that?
Yeah, Jamaica could actually pick up radio stations from New Orleans and Florida.
Like jazz and blues and stuff?
R&B, all that stuff.
Oh,
and
great.
they were heavily influenced by that, so they were sort of taking what they heard, parroting that back with their own little island rhythm thing, which was uniquely Jamaican, and that's kind of how we got into ska.
Cool. Well, let's play this Simmer Down by the Original Wailers. Let's check this out live and direct on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show with DJ Camo. Yes, I, Simmer Down. The time here in the studio is 12:48, and this song going out to Ryan Ska. That is the Scatolites. The time here in the studio is 12:53, and we are playing up some ska. Let's check some more of Owen Gray here on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show with DJ Camo. Well, that's been a really, really fun ska set. Thanks, 007. That was really, really fun. So, can you tell us a little bit about this Toasters band that's coming through? They're coming through Mesa Theater this coming Thursday, the 22nd, and we're going to give away some tickets. But first, let me play some of their music so you know that you are instantly in love with this ska band, and you're going to be calling into the station at 970-963-2976. All right, grab your pen, put it in your phone. 970-963-2976. Just like the old days. Selecta 007. Did you ever call into radio stations in L.A., try to win like tickets to shows?
Yes, that was a big thing for us. And
When was that?
Oh, gosh.
Back in the 1900s?
Probably 92 was probably when I started. My office had these high-tech phones that could auto-dial. So I could hit a button, it would continually dial the radio station.
Auto-dial, that's pretty slick.
And I could sit and work, and we knew roughly what times the ticket giveaways were, because they were pretty much the same time every day. And,
okay.
My brother has the touch, man. He always wins tickets. I won Jimmy Buffett tickets one year, which was interesting, and I didn't even want to go, but my brother said, "Oh, parrot heads are basically just deadheads that drink. Let's go." And I was a deadhead at the time, so
and you drank, so let's
and
go.
We had a good old time. But yeah, that was a big thing for us in the 80s and 90s.
And where were you at that time?
L.A.
L.A. Well, that cues up our next song then. The first Toasters song is going to be called Weekend in L.A. Check it live on direct. The Reggae Wave-O-Lution show with DJ Camo and Selecta 007.
Sure.
That is the crazy ska band Toasters coming to Grand Junction Mesa Theater Thursday the 22nd. Doors open at 7 p.m. Show is at 8 p.m. And you're going to want to find out, am I able to go to the show next Thursday? If you are, make sure that you're ready to call 970-963-296 during this next song. The next song here is called Pirate Radio. Hey, 007, what is pirate radio? What is up with that? It's like a one-eyed rude boy, ska rude boy, is that it?
It is when you broadcast without a license. And in England specifically, they had a big problem with that because a lot of the sound systems in their downtime would set up little pirate radio stations on boats and broadcast from the ocean.
And use their signal?
Yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. I love that. That's very...
very punk rock.
Yeah, right? I love that. No, just scandalous of the radio station. So it's called Pirate Radio. I've always wondered about that. I've heard that before.
Yeah.
So the Toasters, one of their big hits from their 30th anniversary release 15 years ago. They are now touring for their 45th anniversary this Thursday, 22nd at Mesa Theater in Grand Junction. If you can go, you're going to call me during this song, Pirate Radio, at 970-963-2976 and win yourself a pair of tickets. Wow, that's a pretty crazy song. Two-Tone Army. I got Selecta 007 in the studio here with me. And, well, first I want to thank Mr. Byron T., a local here in Carbondale, Colorado, he called in and is going to be going to the Toasters show this Thursday, the 22nd. The doors open up, Byron, at 7 o'clock, show's at 8, and the opening band is Good Enough Gang. So do your homework on that and enjoy that show. Right on, man. That's really fun. Thanks for calling in, and thank you to Mesa Theater for letting us give away some tickets. If you'd like to purchase tickets ahead of time, mesatheater.com for Thursday's show with the Toasters. Selecta, how's it going, brother?
Going great, man.
You know, the Toasters, I'm going to make a joke here. It's the most stoner-friendly appliance in my kitchen.
Right.
Because you can set the tone of your bread, and then you can, like, go and, you know, do your wake and bake, and then all of a sudden you're like, pop, like, oh, yeah, toast. I love that.
Nice.
Stoner-friendly kitchen appliances. The Toaster.
Love that.
So what is two-tone? Can you school me a little bit on that?
So two-tone is our next iteration of ska that we're going to play, and it was single-handedly invented by a band called The Specials. And when they got signed to the record label, they got signed as a record label, not a band per se. So they were able to release their own tunes, and in addition, they were able to produce other bands under the two-tone label as well. Interesting fact, the archetypal rude boy there on the cover,
drawing, right? The guy who's dancing guy.
His name is Walt Jabsco, but he was directly inspired by Peter Tosh in his rude boy era.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yeah.
So what's the song by the Specials we have up?
This is going to be Gangsters.
Gangsters. All right. To go with the Good Enough Gang opening up for the special of the Toasters, my favorite stoner-friendly kitchen appliance. Here we go with the Specials on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show with DJ Camo and 007. Wow, that's a crazy song. It really picked up the pace there at the end.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Pick it up, yeah, right? Pick it up. I've got 007, Selecta 007. Now, how's it going, brother?
Going great. Thanks for having me back.
Now, can you tell me a little bit about what you do in the Nobodies band and how you do the DJ work on there? It's like so sublime-ish. You've got a DJ on stage. It's so cool.
Yeah, I don't do a lot of DJ stuff in the context of DJing in so much, but I do play theremin, which, if you're not familiar, was kind of one of the first attempts at an electronic instrument. You play it in the air.
You're always putting noises in on the songs and stuff like.
Yeah, so I got.
So what do you call that? Like,
they're called dub sirens.
Dub sirens. All right.
So they were originally test equipment, sine wave oscillators and things to test your gear. And guys like King Tubby and Lee Scratch Perry co-opted them and started adding them as part of the musical landscape. And I also have a sampler.
Okay.
Where I put some small, little Jah Rastafaris and stuff like that in there.
You can create your own noises, right? Like the refrigerator door closing.
I can load anything I want in. I've got like 20 slots.
Wow, cool. So we got one more ska song from the Selecta 007. What do we got queued up here for the listeners?
This is One Step Beyond by Madness.
One Step Beyond. Here on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show with 007.
This is KDNK with Funky Ska Reggae since 1983. It's 1:30 p.m. here in the KDNK studio in Carbondale, Colorado. Call the studio line 970-963-2976 for contact information on lost pets.
Are there any lost pets?
No lost doggos, yay!
Yay! The only dog I've seen wandering around is the peace dog, Aloka, hanging out with the monks. But he's taking a break because he got a little leg surgery, so he's like chilling with his cone thing on. He's being a cone head dog for a while. So what else is up with the Lost Pet Report?
Support for KDNK and the Lost Pet Report comes from RJ Pattywax Pet Outfitter, providing food and supplies for all domestic pets and fish at their location in El Jabal. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. and weekends 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. More information at 970-963-1700.
Well, I want to thank Mr. Charlie Wild, the 00007, and Mr. What's your podcast?
Oh, yes. Tune into the Mr. Pitiful Podcast. I'm on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Amazon, all the big providers.
And KDNK.org.
Live and direct.
Every time. Well, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you, brother.
It's always great to see you out in your shows with the Nobody's Band or DJing in a club or an establishment somewhere. And I always run into you over at Fat Belly Burgers.
Right.
Yeah, the KDNK Reggae Wave-O-Lution show is powered by Fat Belly Burgers right here in Carbondale. So, thanks again, brother. I have some things queued up for us. This is a band called Space Flower Show. It's a CD that I picked up in the Philippines, 15 years ago when I was scuba diving there. Check it out. Space Flower Show on the Reggae Wave-O-Lution show with DJ Camo. Check it.